So again, what's the motto here? It's not. Yeah, it's not the weight, it's the movement. Okay. Your shoulder day is the most problematic.
Yes.
Some of the movements are harder for you.
Yes.
Which is why you're going to see the physio guy, Jim Browning. We'll drop on my plug.
Jim Browning.
And but
kinesiologist.
Yeah, it's this is the most challenging day movement-wise, but you made a lot of progress in the compound movements, the strength movements, bench,
Well,
squat,
the
deadlift.
shoulder movement's a lot easier now than when I first started.
Oh yeah, and it's improved. That's the other point I was going to make. It's definitely better.
Getting rid of scar tissue.
Yeah.
10s probably, and shoot for 8 reps. But we want those reps to be, like I said, just very strict. You know, eat, arms straight, all that. Okay. Now, while you do those, I am going to do some overhead presses with some. What are these? It's like 25-pound kettlebells. Now this is probably going to be a little bit light, and we'll just start with set 1. Like I said, our goal really is to do 2 sets of each exercise to 8 reps, where the 8th rep is like 9.5 RPE, near failure. Okay? So I'm just going to do some kettlebell overhead presses. We're going to call those the crucifixion kettlebell shoulder raises. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
You going? Mm-hmm. This doesn't feel bad with kettlebells. It's too light, and for me, I'm going to try to keep the tension on the whole time, even down at the bottom. A little faster up, a little slower down. This feels pretty good because it takes a little bit more stability to use these, I think. And of course, standing also makes it a little more difficult. Got to engage the core, try to keep the balance. I guess it's going to be amplified a little bit with kettlebells. All right, is that 8?
Half 8.
How'd that feel?
That feels good.
Okay.
Feel the burn. Feel the burn.
Set 1. All right, like I said, for the effect. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
8 reps. I'm going to do kettlebell overhead presses. You're going to do those, what we're calling now, crucifixion shoulder raises. And again, not to beat a dead horse, this kettlebell adds a dynamic to it that's kind of cool. Yeah, just the stability of it. It's a little different than a dumbbell, not different than a barbell. Feels good. It does, for some reason, make me unable to count. For some reason. I don't know what that is. 6, 7, 8. That feels like a night. I'm gonna do one more. Oh man, I like that. This is how you.
I really feel the burn in the shoulder.
This is how you serendipitously find exercises you wouldn't normally do, but are very good.
Find the burn.
Kettlebell.
Kettlebell.
Okay, so that's the first set of 2 exercises, and Howard is limited on his overhead press for the moment anyway, so we had him doing these, and I don't know the official name, we'll call them crucifix lateral extensions, and I was doing overhead dumbbells, or kettlebell presses. And we're going to do 2 sets of 4 exercises. That was the first. Next, we're going to move on to heavy lateral raises. All right?
All right.
All right, so we're going to do heavy lateral raises with the objective to get to an RPE of 9.5 or so, or near failure on rep 8. We're only going to go partial. Keep your elbows bent, partial. Try to keep the tension on at the bottom. Okay? Get some breeze, right? Whatever where this degree is here. Keep the tension on the bottom. Don't swing. Again,
I did 9.
I did 10. It's more than I wanted to do, but it's okay. It's 2 sets. The ultimate goal of this movement or any movement is to hit the muscle we want, and this most of the time we want to hit that right there. So good.
I go all over.
All right, so this is set 3. We've done overhead presses, but you did the crucifix, shoulder lateral raise, we'll call it. For 2 sets, we did 2 sets of heavy partial lateral raises. Now we're going to do 2 sets of complete partials. Okay? To about 8 reps or so. All right, ready? You gotta be still, up, perpendicular, slow, deliberate movement. Keep the tension on at the bottom if you can. Yeah, these feel good. This handle feels better than the dumbbell.
It is easier
to do these.
Yep.
Again, these kettlebells are affecting my counting. Call that 5, 6. How they feeling?
Hey.
I'm not sure how perpendicular I got, but
I got what's perpendicular I'm going to get.
I was higher than I went. I think every time I do these, in my mind, I feel they're nice and straight and perpendicular. My arms don't have to be perfectly straight.
Right.
You want to get up.
Your shoulders are perpendicular.
Yeah, I want that. So a lot of times the footage shows a little different view than in my mind. All right. Okay, again, goal is 8 reps. Perpendicular to the side. Slow, deliberate movements. No swaying. Maybe you can do some cheaters on the last couple of reps. Keep the tension on the bottom. And remember, just gonna keep them to your side or even to the back a little bit if you can. Good?
Yes, sir. Good 9.
That's it.
Burn, big burn.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 sets of shoulder flies. That's what I call them, anyway, shoulder flies. And we're just going to hinge at the hip and a 45-degree bend at the waist. And the whole objective here is to hit the outer lateral part of delt and the rear too, okay? Hinge at the hips. Again, this is a little different movement with the kettlebells, but the same thing, barbells in front, then up. Contracting the rear delts, mind muscle connection on the rear delts, and keep it a very strict movement. You can feel it in your traps. Keep your back straight. And maybe adjust your angle of tilt on your back to make sure you hit those delts. But you want to focus on the rear delt contracting. And we're going to do another movement here for the rear delts in a minute. I guess the 8 rep thing is going to go into today. Still get some good work in. Okay.
Hard to figure the weights in yet.
Do I?
I said it's hard to figure with these exactly which way.
Yeah, it's a little different, but I will say I like the different feel of it.
Me too.
You know, it's just obviously the weight is distributed differently than a dumbbell, so it gives you something else you have to think about.
Well, done with the dumbbell.
So we're gonna do 2 sets of rear delt work to kind of supplement what we didn't really finish in there. And we did this crossover type of rear delt work before. And before we were using like a closed C, open C, bent elbow.
Right.
This time we're gonna get centered on the machine and straighten the arms completely out and keep them straight the whole time. Just gonna go all the way back. Again, making your shoulders square and perpendicular with your torso, and you should feel that right in the rear delt there.
Modified crucifix.
Yeah, kind of. All right, what do you think? Let's see you do one. 8 to 10. Okay, arms, there you go. How's that feel? Does that even feel better than,
Yep.
oh, that's good. 8 reps, feel good with that weight, or is that a little light? And bend your elbows just a bit there. Keep them straight all the way in. There you go, right there. You feel it right here?
Yep.
How many reps is that? I'm not counting. All right. Think that'll work?
That'll work perfect.
All right. After this, we'll do some front delts. This might be a little heavy. I'll have to see what this feels like. It feels heavy. Yep, that's too heavy. So again, what's the motto here? It's not. Yeah, it's not the weight, it's the movement. Okay. That's pretty good. That's 9. This is, okay, go. Keep your arms straight. This is kind of one of those funky days, Howard, where it feels like you're not doing anything, and there's a temptation to do more than we should. But even after this, after that last set of this cable rear delt, I feel it. But you? Good.
Me being a beginner, I feel it more than you feel it because everything is new experience for me.
Well, that could very well be. You're not a beginner anymore. You're at least an intermediate at this point. Yeah. I think, but I will say this, that your shoulder day is the most problematic.
Yes.
Some of the movements are harder for you.
Yes.
Which is why you're going to see the physio guy, Jim Browning. We'll drop him a plug.
Jim Browning.
And but
kinesiologist.
Yeah, it's this is the most challenging day movement-wise, but you made a lot of progress in the compound movements, the strength movements, bench, squat, deadlift.
The shoulder movement's a lot easier now than when I first started.
Oh yeah, and it's improved. That's the other point I was going to make. It's definitely better.
With the scar tissue.
Yeah. Oh, you're only 70. Can't be but so much.
That's right.
Okay, Howard, we're going to finish up with what feels like an almost too easy shoulder day with this final. I think it's going to be final front delt work using our good old kettlebells, right? It's pretty straightforward. I love this movement too. Just gonna go grab them by the ear, 8 reps, about head high, all right? That felt good. Okay, so let's recap this as we can recall it. We did the overhead / crucifix 2 sets. We did the partials, 2 sets. We did the fulls, 6, so that's 6 sets. And then we did rear delts.
8.
I did a little bit out there with the kettlebell.
Right.
And then I did 1 set here, you did 2 sets here, so that's 8. This is going to be 10 sets of 5 exercises. I think that's good. Okay.
Do more if you want.
We might. Stick around. Okay. Okay. Ready? I was playing. Okay. That's 10 sets, 8-ish reps. Actually more than most. All right, let's see. Okay, I think we'll call that a wrap. Okay? There you go. Shoulder day, makeshift, not in the gym, fitness facility, kind of like you'd run into in a hotel.
That's right.
Only a little less so.
Now I know what I can do in the hotel.
Yeah, and and if you're planning a vacation or something like that, that's something I always try to do. If you know you're going to be away a couple of days, there's going to be times you just can't do anything, but you can always walk. But if you have a place like this, just schedule your workouts so that you do something or have a shoulder day ready. Or in lieu of like a squat day or deadlift day. Wouldn't get much done here.
Even tricep, tricep.
Yeah, I mean, you could do an arm day. You could do a tricep chest day to a degree, but definitely nothing compound heavy, like squats and deadlifts or bench presses. But anyway, worked out pretty good. I think we got a good shoulder day out of it. I'm going to get some walking in. I already got a little bit in. How you feel?
I feel good.
All right.
Ready to go.
All right, very good. All right, Howard.
Hi, Mark. Here we are.
That was a pretty nice shoulder day, I'd say.
It was a good shoulder day.
It's a nice way to get us warmed up and primed for tomorrow, which is
Leg day.
deadlift day.
Deadlift day.
So this is good. Keep us warm, keep us loose. Deadlift day tomorrow.
Deadlift day tomorrow.
And rest of the day, just going to bebop around. Going to get a few more steps in, but it was a good workout. We'll call this an optional workout for traveling, for fun, and our
Bad weather day.
business. Our bad weather day, yeah.
We just missed the hurricane, so.
Yeah, no, that's good. If I don't ever see another hurricane in my life, I'm happy. But good workout, excellent workout partner.
Thank you, same here.
Good day, and I guess with that we'll say, till next time, go get 'em. Mark,
Howard.
out.
Bye.